house always wins. Play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house. I've been practicing this concert a little bit. Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. It was good. I liked it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Easy Bets podcast. I'm your host, Logan, and with me in the studio, Nick Von Brick.
What's up?
With us on the ones and twos, Joseph Ascani.
You.
Episode 143, the divisional round is in the books. We're going to recap a very profitable week all across the board, and then we're going to look ahead to the conference championship weekend. Before we do that, what's going on? I'm taking the night off from college basketball. You jinxed me. You and your dad jinxed me. You texted me. Your dad, I guess, took some of my plays on Saturday, which was a very good Saturday. So I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, that's cool. And then I haven't won a bet since.
My dad's funny.
Why?
He just said, so I was over there and he was talking about the bets and stuff. Well, he's like, has this old ticket in the kitchen. It's a ticket to a Dio concert.
What is Dio? Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know. He's a heavy metal guy.
Oh, wait. Dio. Why is that? Who is that? We'll continue, but.
So I was just like, it was from 2002. I was like, damn, that ticket's kind of old. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, that's the first concert me and Miss Jen went to. He said, you know anything about Dio? I said, no. He's like, yeah, man, Dio used to play the trumpet and then he turned into a heavy metal guy.
A heavy metal god.
Yeah. But it's just the way he says stuff so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking a breather from college basketball just for the night. I'm definitely keeping an eye on that Kansas State game. But I will have plays up for tomorrow.
Yeah, no, Kansas dropping, 3 in a row now?
Yeah.
The Big 12 just tough, though, dude. That's all that's just...
It's like the Big 10. It's every night you're playing a tough game. I mean, that's the first time Kansas has lost 3 in a row, I think, ever. And I could be wrong about that. In conference play, I'm pretty sure. That was the first time TCU on the weekend. That was the first time Kansas got beat by TCU on their home court. It's like, what's going on, dude? They have guys. DeJuan Harris, good God. He fucking sucks, dude. And he was great last year. He was a catalyst on why they won the national championship. Yeah. I mean, he was a large part in why they lost the game last night. So, I mean, you were on it. They made that push just to keep you fucking watching. They made that push, got inside the number. They were winning in the second half, I believe. And then, what do you mean?
I don't think they took the lead.
Yes, they did. I know for a fact. 100%. And then immediately Baylor went on like a 6-0 run. And I texted you. I said, that's the closest we'll get. I texted you. I said, we'll never get back inside the number.
I thought it was at 3.
I promise.
Or 2, I mean.
Kansas took the lead, 100%.
I'm on something tonight.
What's that?
Oklahoma plus 5.5.
Oklahoma plus 5.5.
On the road against TCU.
So, yeah, for everybody listening, we will get into the NFL recap. Just doing a little college basketball breakdown. There's not much to talk about outside of the NFL right now. We're talking about potentially doing something in regards to college basketball as well, like an episode dedicated to it. But, yeah, Oklahoma TCU at 7. TCU's 5-point home favorites. Yeah, I don't know.
The Miami-Florida State game.
It's on right now. Miami's killing them.
See, that was weird. I mean, I know
Florida State sucks this year.
I know, and Miami's decent, but then I know Florida State's at home, and it was a 3-point spread.
There's 7 minutes left in the first half, and Miami has already scored 41 points. So they could have 60 points by halftime at the rate they're going. It's 41-19. Yeah, I don't know.
That's just one of those weird situations, though, where you don't know why a line's not bigger.
Yeah. There's been a lot of unpredictable stuff going on this year in college basketball. I feel Houston lost to Temple.
Yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, I don't know. My approach this year is much better than my approach last year, though. I mean, even losing now 3 in a row, I'm still right. Like right there around 500. Just a play or two a day is the way to go, especially in college basketball where there's a ton of games and it's unpredictable and all of that. So, are you still doing your diet?
Yeah,
Or did you break it?
I break it all the time.
What do you mean?
So last week I ate a whole king cake.
What?
Yeah.
Like a mini one?
A small one, but not a miniature one.
I could eat a whole one, I think.
Like a little square one, you know.
Yeah. So a good sized one, a fuckload of carbs.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
In one sitting?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, it was right after we left Chimes. I saw a billboard.
So what, you pulled into the Rouses and got
Yeah.
one?
I said, I would just have a piece, and of course, that never actually happens.
Oh no, yeah. That's why I can't buy them. I can't buy them.
I know they're the enemy. I can't get them.
It's
either.
one of the best things ever. It really is. And I already know. I would be willing to bet you're just traditional king cake only. Yeah, I fucking knew it. You probably too. Yeah.
But I'll eat the cream cheese.
Cream cheese is so good. But dude, then they have the
But sometimes it's too much.
I don't. Well, if you have like a glob of cream cheese with each
too
bite, but
much,
if it's just a nice little addition, and they have the Oreo cream cheese, they have strawberry cream cheese, blueberry cream cheese. I mean, come on, dude. There was one we used to get, a Bananas Foster king cake. So fucking good, so good. Like, I can't even. I'm gonna end up going to buy one if I don't stop talking about it, and I can't eat one right now. So, but yeah, I don't know. I was curious to see if you were sticking to the carnivore diet.
No, I went back, but I mean,
Was your stomach all fucked up?
yeah, it gets messed up when you do it, you know.
Like in the beginning, does it
Yeah.
eventually even out?
A little bit. I mean, I guess if you gave anyone advice, it's just like try not to eat spicy things.
Yeah.
Because your shit has no consistency to it. So if you eat something spicy, you won't be able to hold it.
Yeah.
And then you'll be shitting your pants.
All right. What else? Anything else going on? There was something.
I got some
remember.
things.
What's that?
Well, best and the worst. I just prepared.
Yeah, I've been slacking on that, but go ahead.
My best is just who we're rooting for. Joe Burrow, their performance this week
Yeah.
against the Bills. In the snow, it doesn't matter. Rain, snow, shine, hail, it doesn't matter. Joe Burrow and
Yeah.
the Bengals are going to show out. They're the best team right now.
It's extremely impressive. I don't think it gets talked about enough. Everybody wants to talk about Mahomes, rightfully so. And everybody wants to talk about the 49ers defense, and everybody wants to talk about blah, 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 whatever. But from the day he stepped foot in the NFL on the shittiest team in football at the time, number 1 overall pick, the dude has been a fucking incredible quarterback from day one on a shit fucking team. He looked good. Understand he had the struggles in the beginning, and then he tore his ACL. But you could see immediately, like, okay.
Oh, no. I mean, they had
He's
nothing
fucking-
at that time. No line at all.
Yeah. But it's one of like the most impressive things I've ever seen in sports. Literally, everybody talks about it. Like the picture goes around of him on his hands and knees when he got cleaned out by UCF after he threw the pick. He just turned into the best quarterback on the planet.
Yeah.
Overnight. He dropped a 40 piece on him after he got blindsided. You run the table. I just don't feel like it gets enough credit. I don't know why. I feel like if he beats Mahomes this weekend, you got to start centering around him as potentially the face of the league as well.
I already
so
say it.
Fucking marketable for one.
Well, I mean, I know Mahomes is injured, but if he wins again,
that's 4-0.
Yeah, I mean,
back to
there's
back
no
road
question.
AFC championships.
There's no question in my mind.
Like,
I've been saying it for how long that Burrow's the best.
Yeah. No, and it's like
he just has like, dude, you just see him. He's never like
rattled
playing, or though it's like, it's not as much of a game to him as it is to a lot of other guys. It's like the amount of focus he brings. You don't see it from a lot of players.
But and he's so fucking young. I understand what Russell Wilson went to the Super Bowl 2 out of his first 3 years, right? I believe. They went back to back, right?
Yeah.
So this, if they get there, it's a big if. If they get there, that's 2 out of his first 3. Really, it's 2 out of his first 2 because he had his first year taken away due to an ACL injury. And I'm so used to the Bengals being mediocre and just bad that like all last year I said it. When they ran the table, I kept just like, I'm like, they're going to lose, dude. They're not supposed to win. And I said it at the end of last year that it I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but like re-inspired me, I guess, in terms of like, okay, maybe it's not rigged. Maybe it's like, because you go into it and it's like going into last week, I was like, the Bills are going to win. The Bills are supposed to win. And last year, that was what I'm like, the Bengals going into Arrowhead, there's no way they're going to win. They'll keep it close and this and that. It'll be a good game, but they won't pull it out. And then when they do, you're just like, it just feels like, okay, this isn't supposed to happen. So I don't know. That's just me, but I kind of felt the same way. Like they played the Ravens and they played them close. They didn't play well. I'm like, okay, they're probably not going to march into Buffalo and come out with a decisive win, let alone a win at all. And then they go in and just fuck them up, dude. I don't know. If they get to the Super Bowl again, I'm going to feel just like last year and feel like, okay, anybody can get there.
They should have won last year.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about that. Logan Wilson didn't fucking hold Cooper Kupp. And then the holding on the offense, but then they negated it with the unnecessary roughness or
I don't know. There was a lot of funny business going on there at the end.
Yeah. So, but whatever. I just think it's unbelievably impressive, in my opinion, the success he's had from day one. You got to tip your cap to the front office. Taking T. Higgins and then taking Jamar Chase, and now you've got probably the best duo in the league. Going out and getting Lyle Collins, understanding towards ACL, but putting pieces around him.
But the defense, dude.
Yes. Logan Wilson's
freaking Hendrickson.
I think Logan Wilson went to Wyoming.
Yeah.
And I remember when he came out, they were talking high about him, but he was at Wyoming. I didn't know too much about him. And I actually have an RPA of Logan Wilson. I was like, all right, fucking worthless. And then it's like, but yeah, dude, he's fucking really good. Really good. Hendrickson, is
Von Bell.
Awuzie, I think he's been hurt, but he was fucking good too. Hilton, 21,
Mike
good.
Hilton's a beast.
They play with so much attitude.
They do. Eli Apple gets burnt, and then he's good at tweeting.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, it's so crazy. He's so bad.
When he broke up that last pass, I was laughing my ass
He'll
off.
make one play.
He said, no, I don't watch. No.
It's like you got burnt like fucking toast. We talked about this. This is almost deja vu to last year because he did the same thing. That's why I tweeted today. It's like people forgot that he did this exact same thing last year. He played like shit. His team won, and then he tweeted at all the players that they just beat. But it's like they were just fucking toasting you. And then y'all just managed to win the game, and then he's calling them out on Twitter. And this is like biggest play of the game in the Super Bowl. They just said throw a 50-50 ball to Eli Apple with Cooper Kupp on him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even, it was like a 90-10 ball.
Oh,
he
yeah.
had no shot of defending that ball. It's like, why are you talking so much? But it's like, I almost respect him. I almost respect that he's just like, he's tweeting at Shaq Lawson. He's tweeting at Diggs. He's tweeting at Josh Allen and Diggs
enjoy
both.
Mexico.
Yeah, he's tweeting at, he's tweeting at Trayvon Diggs, who was sticking up for Stephon Diggs. He's tweeting at everybody. I'm like, this dude is fucking wild. And then there's stories about his mom and all kinds of shit. I'm like, this dude doesn't care. And he looks so fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah.
He looks so stupid. He looks like none of the teammates even like him. Like, I don't know. I almost respect it. It's like, he just goes out there, plays like shit, and then talks shit.
Yeah, makes one play.
Yeah.
He's the fucking best in the league.
They're up 3 scores, and he's making a fucking garbage time pass breakup, and he's telling everybody, no way. I don't know. You got to respect it. What else? What was your worst?
My worst was, it was 2 of them from the Cowboys game. That obviously that Pollard injury was disgusting. But did y'all see, the game could have been tied. Cavante Turpin's dumbass.
Oh, on the kickoff return?
Oh my, that's a touchdown. He made the wrong cut.
Yes.
Wide open lane. That's a touchdown.
And
With
then
his speed,
and then he decides to take it out on the final.
Yeah.
When they have one drive left, he decides to take it out and get tackled at like the 15.
Yeah.
Or it might even been less.
But regardless, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was, and there's no debate. That was a touchdown.
Oh, then the another thing.
I wonder if this is what I wanted to bring up.
The
Go ahead.
Diggs.
No. Oh, yes. But yes.
That's 7 points there.
It was tipped. I understand it's hard to catch a tip ball.
I know, but that was
catch
right
the
in your
ball.
fucking lap,
It
dude.
was in the bread basket.
Everybody wants to
Right
talk
there.
about last year. That was
But that would have been such a
Yeah. That's a game
to
changer.
change the dynamic of what's happening. I mean, they lost by what,
the brunt,
7?
Yeah, the brunt of the blame is on Dak. Dak played like shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like That's what they kept saying. This is a legacy game for Dak. He's doing the pregame interviews, and we're going to go out and I'm going to prove him. Blah 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 blah. Those interceptions weren't even like. There's no such thing as a good pick, but those were fucking horrible picks. That second one, when you're about to potentially get points before half, you give them the ball back and they get a field goal before half. That's a 6-point swing, maybe even more if you're able to score a touchdown. And it's like he should. Oh
well, I mean,
they don't even talk about that. They just gloss over the fact that last drive nearly ended on the first throw with a pick six. Should have if the guy could catch. Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't know what he's doing.
Well,
I'm out on
pick.
that.
The first pick was he got read like a book.
Yes,
It was so easy.
No, he's
Jimmy Ward.
I had been saying I thought he was worth the money. I was saying if he wanted to come to New Orleans, I'd be happy about it. And I still think he's an upper level caliber quarterback.
He's good. He's just inconsistent.
But you can't. Those were. It's not like those were tip ball interceptions. Those were like fucking. They're baiting you into throwing these, and you're throwing, or you're not even just blatantly not even seeing the DB or the linebacker right there in front of you. Mm-hmm. And in the biggest game, I felt very confident that the Cowboys were minimally going to lose by a field goal, if not win outright. I felt like this was.
The game was pretty close.
It was, but the game was begging for him to make a play.
Yeah.
The defense played great for Dallas, as good as I could ask for. Mm-hmm. And then when you're turning it over and giving them extra possessions and shit, I don't put any of that on Dallas's defense. I felt let's talk about Kittle. Did you see on his circus catch bullshit? He's an eligible receiver.
No, I didn't see.
He's not on the end. He's one man in. He wasn't the guy lined up at the end of the line. He was lined up on the inside, and he wasn't on the line of scrimmage. It's an illegal formation, but he's also an ineligible receiver. Because you can't line up. He had a guy lined up outside him. You get what I'm saying?
So he was on the line of scrimmage then?
Well, no, they kept lining up in illegal formations. Like, they had multiple people not on the line of scrimmage.
So what would make him ineligible is if he was on the line of scrimmage, but someone outside of him was also on the line of scrimmage. It's what makes the tackle ineligible when a tight end's sitting next to him.
I know what you're referring to.
But if there isn't a tight end next to him and there's a receiver out wide who's not on the line of scrimmage, the tackle will be eligible.
No. It's use check.
It's a 2 tight end set.
You see it? Use check's 44. Debo's in the slot, it looks like. Use check's on the outside, and then Kittle's on the inside of him.
Yeah.
I don't think that's legal.
Because they're both on the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he's not an eligible receiver.
Not an eligible receiver.
Yeah.
So he's ineligible. Okay. That could fucking get twisted.
Not an.
But I don't think it's an illegal formation as long as there's how many guys got to be in the backfield.
I don't know.
There's got to be like 4.
But you can't be. But they're lined up a yard off the ball, which I thought you also couldn't do. You had to have a certain. Look how many of them are just where the offensive line themselves are sitting.
Yeah, you can make that case, but
look how far back.
Sometimes they let them offset like that, but I mean that's the line. They're on the line of scrimmage. All those guys have to be. But
even Trent, look where the ball is, and then look where Trent Williams is, the left tackle. He's a fucking full yard off the ball.
Yeah,
I don't think that's allowed. I'm not as knowledgeable as I probably should be on that particular rule, but I mean I saw it was also trending on Twitter too. I'm like, yeah, I don't think Kittle was allowed to catch. How did we fuck that up?
Yeah, no, on that formation there, he's ineligible.
Because you can tell, too, by the way he reacted, he wasn't running a route, and then he's just like, oh, shit, and just starts fucking scramble drill.
Yeah.
And then Trayvon Diggs is scared to smoke the fuck out of him.
Oh, he whiffed him.
He went in scared. He Marcus Williams that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was, how do you do that? How do we keep fucking up on the biggest stages? You know?
Well, who was refereeing that game?
Was it Vinovich?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been messaging.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
He definitely was on one of them.
Yeah.
One of the 2 games. So yeah, he probably was. I've been messaging Bill Vinovich's son for years now. I had to delete a couple drunken messages from back in the day. So when you go pull it up, it says message deleted. I don't. But yeah, I'm laying the groundwork to get answers. It's the answers we already all know, but he hasn't responded. But somebody's got to do it. I mean, what can you do?
Nothing.
William Joseph Vinovich the fourth.
That's his son?
That's his son.
How old is he?
Looks like he's in his mid-30s.
What does he do?
I don't know. He hadn't accepted my friend request. So, but I can message him. It says when they go through. So, I periodically message him. I messaged him on the anniversary of the no call. Just want answers. I just want an acknowledgement. Just admit it. One day. This will be incriminating, but one day we will get answers one way or the other. But yeah, I mean, I just don't understand how in the biggest moments we continue to make these mistakes. It doesn't make sense to me. Or let these things go unnoticed. And it's like, I think it was tied at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And it was third down, I think.
It was.
If it wasn't third, it was like 2nd and 19.
No, it was third.
So yeah, these are game deciding plays and that kind of went into my thought process taking the Cowboys too. I felt very good about the Cowboys, but I was like, does the NFL not want the Cowboys to win? That's what I've been saying. If it's rigged, find out who it's going to be rigged for.
Yeah.
Do they not want the Cowboys? Would that not be good for ratings?
Yeah, no, I think that's what I was thinking. Cowboys win. That's fucking huge.
Yeah. I've always said I don't think you can rig a game. I think you can influence a game.
Well, then you got the other side, too.
What's that?
Last pick in the draft.
Yeah, but it's the fucking Cowboys, and they haven't gone in forever. It's been
25 years.
Since what, 96 they won?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been very good for a while.
Yeah. Haven't won a road playoff game in or that might have been against Tampa. That was like the first one in what'd they say? 25 years, 30 years, something crazy. Not 30, but a lot.
I think one of who was it, Burkhart and Olsen calling the game? One of them said it, and I was like, you know what it is? It was very similar to last year's game between them.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. Came down to the wire. I mean, it wasn't as good of a scoring
When Pollard went out, that was a big
It
deal.
was. Oh,
yeah.
That was a big fucking deal. And his shit broke. That's
I'm
why I texted y'all.
all for Pollard being the first and second down back. Get Zeke out of there, man. If you want to bring him on
Zeke
third
can
and one,
still contribute.
He can still contribute, but if you want to bring him in on 3rd and 1, goal line, he should not be in there on passing downs.
He had one play. I don't know if it was
He's
this
not
game.
even a good pass blocker.
I don't even know if he's not the worst pass blocker.
He looked
but
great on the last play of the game, huh?
That was when he was playing center.
I'm just saying.
What do you want him to do?
Block.
They put him out to fucking
you
dry.
block.
They put the running back to snap the football like it's flag football. That was the worst last play
was
ever.
embarrassing.
They put
Zeke's
him.
done.
They hung him out to dry. Do what?
Zeke's done.
Well,
Yeah.
he's gonna take a pay cut. They ran him into the ground.
Yeah, I'd cut him.
They fucked him over.
He's done.
They gave him the ball so much. He was so good.
Oh, I'm not denying.
They Todd Gurley'd him.
He was one of the best
2016?
players
Oh my
I've
gosh.
ever seen.
When he was in his prime, that's what people forget.
He was undoubtedly the best running back in the league.
Yes,
2016.
Yeah. That was his rookie year,
Yeah,
right?
his rookie.
He came in right
those
away.
First few years.
What do you have, like?
I mean, he earned that
1,500
contract, the
yards?
$90 million
No,
contract
he
or
did.
whatever it was.
Look, the play's right there. Look. Why would you?
No, yeah.
Who draws this shit up? Why is Zeke snapping the ball? Just take him off the field and put
I said
just
that
the
when I
center
saw it
in.
live. I was like, what is
when I
this
saw
formation?
that, I said, "What the? They're going
Look at
to
this.
get fucked
Look.
up."
They
That
had
shit.
every single lineman out wide.
I mean, really, he did his job. He took that guy out to play.
He just got
But that
ran
was the
over.
dumbest fucking. Just pitch it to fucking CeeDee Lamb with a
Yeah.
bunch of blockers in front and just hope. You throw it to, was that Turpin? And you threw a bad ball. You throw it up and leave him out to dry. Unless
Just
you're trying to
smoked.
catch it and pitch it back or something. You just leave him out there to just get fucking walloped. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
that's
an
crazy.
all around disaster of an offensive performance.
It
from
was
the
incredible
Cowboys.
that they couldn't get closer
Yeah.
because those plays kind of work. If the defense is able to play off a little bit.
Yeah. What is Schultz doing? Schultz doesn't
But
go.
once they spread out, the defense was just like,
Yeah.
ears pinned.
Schultz is a fucking
No
idiot.
line.
Schultz is a moron for not fucking going out
Yeah.
of bounds and then nonchalantly just going parallel. And then when I saw it live, I was like, I don't know if he got his fucking foot down. Like that looked, he didn't exaggerate to make sure, okay, toe tap.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
Like, what are you doing, dude? He could have at least had a shot to launch it to the end zone.
It should be like natural at that point.
Yes.
Anytime you catch a ball near the sideline,
Why are you not? You're
even
not
if you're
turning
3 yards
upfield.
away from the
Yeah.
sideline. Just once you know
2
that
feet.
you're close, yeah.
You're not turning upfield. So what are you doing? No, what they did to Zeke is criminal. They ran Zeke to the fucking into the ground. Todd Gurley, same thing. Todd Gurley that's what people probably like. I bet a lot of people don't remember how fucking good Zeke and Todd Gurley really were.
Yeah.
Ran him into the ground.
Regardless,
Within 3 years, Todd Gurley was on the Falcons.
Tony Pollard is the back there now. He should be.
Yeah,
in my
nobody.
opinion.
Yeah, nobody's debating that.
Yeah, but it's like, what? He's a Pro Bowler. Use him like it.
I mean, they were using him definitely.
Not like they should, dude. On first down, he should be in every first down. And Zeke's the majority this year has been in on first down.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What was the carry count? I understand Pollard.
Your Pollard got hurt.
I know. But
They had like close to the same. Maybe Pollard had a couple more.
Pollard got
carries.
hurt in the first half, right?
Yeah.
He had 6 carries. Zeke had 10 carries.
Yeah, Zeke
Yeah,
had
they-
like 4 at halftime or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So,
But for no yards, basically.
yeah. I mean, it's a tough defense to run on, but yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I feel, but they have a lot of money locked up in Zeke, so
Yeah.
you got to get your money's worth. And like Nick said, he earned the contract, so they fucking, it's like a racehorse, dude. They ran him into the fucking ground.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm glad he got his money. He was that fucking good. It's hard to conserve running backs though. Like
Oh, well, yeah.
when you're a bell cow.
Oh, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. But, all right, well, we will recap, which we basically have been this entire time. Profitable week for y'all, an even week for me. I go 2-2.
I went even.
I thought you went 3-1.
No.
What did you have? Oh, you had the Chiefs square bet.
Square with my ass. Mahomes doesn't get hurt. It's
No, a square
17-point
bet. Yeah, right. Square bet is Giants plus 7.5. I don't know why. I graciously extended him a flip to go to Ohio State. I extended you a flip. I can't remember who. I can't remember who it was. Was it the Cowboys and the Bucks? Was
Yes.
it? It was somebody. It might even been New Mexico State with Jerry Kill. I don't remember who it was, but y'all should have probably extended me that same courtesy.
You were flipped, and then you flipped back.
Yeah, but I flipped myself.
Yeah, but
you
I
you
flipped.
should have been like, hey, I don't think that you should flip back. When I sat right here and then I go, I'm going back to the Giants. You should have been like,
he
no,
flipped
don't.
me.
I don't think you should.
I was on Giants. He flipped me.
Yeah. Well,
What?
come on.
What?
I mean, I rode with the
I
Giants.
can't
all year.
flip
The
you
Giants
if
have
I'm
been,
the one getting flipped. Wait a second.
Jesus Christ. This is not one of those podcasts with the cowboy coffee. Yeah, Giants plus 7.5. I said I was gonna same thing with New Mexico State. I was gonna ride with the team that I came in with. I was riding them on the way out. Bad. Never had a chance. Absolutely never had a chance. But Jaguars plus 8.5. Little late drive magic. Got a little lucky there, but realistically, they had 3 consecutive opportunities to get inside the number.
The Jaguars could have won this game.
No.
They blew it.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, did you not see what's his name? Agnew?
that was, yeah.
Just, about to score a touchdown, but
I know, what is
oh,
that,
never mind
dude?
here.
That's when I was like, motherfucker, there's always one thing. Yeah, Lawrence should have played better.
Oh, they had plenty of opportunities. And I get Mahomes was injured, but
regardless, got it done when it mattered most. Incredible kick. Was that Lambeau?
well, that's Santos or something, huh?
Yeah, whatever. Good kick. Bengals plus 5. Dominant outright win, 27-10 in a snowball. The biggest takeaway for me here, and the biggest thing to consider going into this coming weekend, is Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon ran, and the offensive line.
Offensive line.
Bodied the Buffalo Bills, or the Buffaloes, as Jamar Chase called them. Joe Mixon, I think he had 20 carries over 100 yards.
Yeah.
And it was like, they were able to put drives together because of him. There was a couple runs where he ripped off 12 yards, and it's like, okay, now they're just exerting their will, or they're exerting their dominance. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, you got to mention P-Ryan, too. He's a really tough runner.
yeah.
And his O-line behind him, giving them that push on that last drive was incredible.
Yeah, so a dominant win for the Bengals, a team that's been getting the shaft since the last time these two teams played in terms of where they're playing and home field advantage and blah, blah, blah. And then we talked about Cowboys and Niners. Niners with a 19-12 win. Dak sucks, dude. Let's just call it what it is. Dak sucks. 2-2 for me. Nick went 3-1. Joseph also went 2-2. I thought you went 3-1. I don't know why. So that brings me to 55-51-1, 12-8 in my locks of the week. That brings Nick to 37-26-3, 9-9-1 in his locks of the week. And then, did you update that? Mm-hmm. Yes. 34, 46, and 2, 6, 12, and 1 in Joseph's locks of the week. And we look ahead. 2 games left. The conference championships. We will start with the 2 p.m. game on Fox. The Niners and the Eagles. Philly is 2.5-point home favorites. The total sits at 46. This is the toughest one for me.
It's hard.
They're both tough.
I mean, you've been leading the way. You're what, 8-2?
7-2, I think.
I thought you went 5-1.
Yeah, 8-2.
8-2 throughout the NFL playoffs. 3 games to go, but 2 games to go until the Super Bowl.
What's the total at?
46. What are you thinking?
It's tough, man.
What happened to your finger?
I messed it up.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and lay him.
With the Eagles.
I'm low key a little Eagles fan
Oh, yeah?
because of Donovan McNabb. I had his jersey,
Mike Vick.
and then when Mike Vick
Where is
got
he?
a second chance,
Mr. Marky Mania on Instagram keeps saying we and he comments on the YouTube page as well every now and then. Says we keep sleeping on his Niners. We were on 2 weeks ago?
yeah,
But other than that, and I mean he's kind of right. They keep covering. So we keep sleeping on his Niners, and it sounds like you're going against them again.
I mean it's tough. I get why I don't think the spread should be anything more.
Yeah.
I know that there's some people out there, they think that Eagles should be favored by more. It's like, I don't know about that. The Niners defense is just so good, but I think we saw it a little bit that, like, Purdy under pressure.
Yep.
He did a good job of not making any mistakes, but he just really wasn't able to do much
Yeah, no touchdowns.
to contribute for them to win, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
Like, if the Eagles just are so good, I think the Niners probably they're going to need a really heroic performance out of their defense for a chance to win and some luck.
Yeah, no, that was the difference, was that he didn't make mistakes. He didn't turn the ball over. That was the difference. Dak turned the ball over twice. Purdy didn't. Both defenses played well. He's impressing me big time.
Yeah.
He's doing much better than if you would ask me before the season started, albeit I know Justin took him to win the Heisman Trophy, so Justin saw this capability out of Brock
I've
Purdy.
been thinking about that.
I wouldn't have expected it to go the way that it's gone. The way they designed their offense and the players around him definitely help. Shanahan's doing a really good job of putting him in a position to succeed. And then when you have a defense like they have, makes life a lot easier. But you look at Seattle. I mean, they went to, not necessarily Seattle, but they went to overtime against the Raiders, 37-34. The Commanders put up 20 on them. I feel like the Eagles are much more high-powered offense. Seattle put up 23. I don't know. It's tough. I'll probably I'm gonna go against his Niners again. I'm gonna take the home team here. I just keep getting bit by it, I guess. But we finally, kind of what I thought was going to happen for the last few weeks is what happened this past week was that he wasn't able to find the end zone, and they struggled to put points on the board. I felt like we would have saw a better performance out of Dallas's offense. That's why I went with the Cowboys as my lock of the week. And Philly with Jalen Hurts, I mean, they're a different animal. So
How many times did Dak run it?
not that many, as far as I remember. Not many at all, actually, if I had to guess. Let me see. But that's a good point. Jalen Hurts will run
This
it.
isn't going to be such a good game.
He ran it 4 times.
Sirianni, that guy's knows his shit, dude.
He literally will tell you.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm allowed to be here.
But then Shanahan, he's good, dude.
Yeah. No, this is going to be a really good game. It's going to be a crazy
You love it when the
atmosphere.
coaches are this good at this point.
And
as
they're
well.
younger, too.
Yeah.
They're fired up as well. Sirianni maybe a little bit more outspoken, but I like all that shit. He's yelling at the ref, I'm allowed to be here. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, dude, that's like the shit that I feel like we would say. So it's like you don't need to be so buttoned up and
Right.
professional. Like, I like, and he's like talking shit to the fans, telling them to go home and shit. It's like, all right, relax. But maybe stop taking that mid-game bump of cocaine and try to keep your head on straight. But I mean, I would rather a coach like that than fucking Andy Reid eating hot dogs on the sideline.
Yeah.
So even though that guy's a wizard. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles. I'll take the Eagles laying 2.5. I just think I don't really know. I don't know. I could be proven wrong yet again with the Niners, but I feel like we did the Cowboys kind of show the recipe to rattle Purdy a little bit. Maybe. I just feel like Jalen Hurts is going to be
secondary for Philly might be a little bit better, so it's like they might be able to catch him making some mistakes here.
But also, Philly had a turnover problem late in the season as well. Other than this past week, 38-7, they just throttled the Giants. But before that, they played the Giants, and then they played us. They played Dallas, and they went on a 2-game losing streak. Somehow fucking lost to us. Did Jalen Hurts not play that game? That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah,
but they did go through a stretch where they were turning it over much more than they were throughout the beginning, really the first 3 quarters of the season. So hopefully that doesn't show itself again, but I'll lay the points with the Eagles. What about you, Joseph?
Are we doing locks this week or?
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll go to the next one.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather take it in this game than the other one. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about on the other one.
Well, then, what do you mean?
Oh, man, this is so hard.
All right, well, then we just go ahead. Who's your lock? There's only 2 games.
Eagles.
Eagles are your lock?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything outside of what we said?
Outside of what you said, well, I think Nick just touched on it. I think the Niners have to game plan for Hurts. Obviously, you have to game plan for him, whoever you are. But his ability on the ground, I think, makes the difference in this game. And it just feels like this is Hurts' chance. This is his year to get to the Super Bowl. The Niners have quarterback to quarterback to quarterback. You can make the case for Purdy, but I just feel like it's Hurts' time.
Yeah, I feel like this will be the season that the Niners. Like, damn, we were right there, and then now they got a fucking decision on their hands and who's going to be their quarterback and all that. But is Brock Purdy going last pick in the draft all the way to the Super Bowl and potentially winning it? Maybe. Would be an incredible story, but I feel like this is like just not yet.
Right.
So
so they're talking about sticking with Purdy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you do with Lance?
What a story! They're getting rid of him.
What do I do with my Trey Lance RPA? It was worth $600 before the season started. Now it's in the fucking shitter.
Oh, and who knows where he'll end up? I'm sure somebody's going to give him a chance.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it was a pretty serious injury, but
yeah, he broke his fucking ankle, I think.
Yeah, it was bad.
Something like that. He'll be all right. All right, second game of the day, 5:30 on CBS. Bengals on the road taking on the Chiefs. Cincinnati. This line opened up as the Bengals 2.5-point underdogs. Now it has flipped. Bengals are now 1.5-point favorites, what I currently see. I'm sure you can find a 1. I'm sure you can find a 2. It did go, I think it went as high as 2. I didn't see any 2.5s, did you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.5-point favorites?
Who?
For the Bengals.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I saw 2.
At
the highest, I see 1.5 currently.
Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I saw 2.
Yeah, it's 1.5
Maybe I saw
everywhere,
2.
really.
Chiefs were 2.5 when it opened.
That might have been what I saw.
All right, so my thoughts. My
I
lock of the
hear
week.
what y'all say
My
here.
lock of the week is going to be the Bengals, -1.5. Everybody by now pretty much knows I have a 28-1 ticket on the Bengals. I placed it right before they played the Chiefs last. It was right before that Chiefs game was the start of their winning streak, and they have not lost a game since. The main thing for me here is I touched on it with Mixon in the offensive line. I think their ability to establish the run is going to be key. I like Pacheco on the other side, but Mixon is a guy you can lean on. Mixon, you can give him 25 carries, and he can. I mean, we saw it against Buffalo, and that was the perfect game for it with the snow and all of that. When they were able to establish the run like that, it was, okay, Buffalo's not coming back into this game. If the offensive line impressed me, they were down multiple starters. Alex Kappa so Lyle Collins is out, done. ACL tear in December, he's not coming back. Kappa, and I think it was Williams is the other one. They're both trending in the right direction. If you can get any of them back, if you can just get one back, the offensive line just played well against a really good Buffalo team. Not the best pass rush, I understand. They don't have Chris Jones on their side. If you can get even just one, it's just added depth. If he slides back into the starting lineup, great. If not, you go with the guys that you just went with, and they just put forth a great performance. KC's not great at stopping the run. And then obviously the biggest thing is Mahomes' ankle. I don't think that – I said today, I mean, it could be a bold prediction, whatever. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't even play. I really don't. I know that sounds crazy. They have a lot of money invested in him. And if it's that bad, which it could be that bad, what is he going to do? Go out there and fuck his ankle up more?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't be shocked. Just because the high ankle sprain, like I think Mac Jones posted a picture of his ankle when he had a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucked. Swollen as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Black all up and down. It's like they're going to have to shoot him the fuck up. Big time.
He's going to – KC's done. This is a slam dunk.
Oh, God. Come on, Eli Apple. Look, I want this to be a slam dunk. I pray it's a slam dunk. It will make the Super Bowl more exciting. But I'm going through the same thing I went through last year where I'm just like, are they going back? Is Mahomes not going again?
Yeah, they're not going.
Okay.
Because Burrow is better at winning football games than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, Burrow had a shit offensive line in the Super Bowl and nearly pulled it out. Mahomes had a shit offensive line against Tampa, and he got shit on. So I don't know. It's like, is it a rat line? Like, it seems ratty.
They clearly messed up with the open.
Yeah.
Because it's flipped all the way on its head now.
Some heavy hitters came in and said thanks.
But it's
for
like
that.
When you see movement, like as far as us giving it out now, when you see movement through 0, it's not as significant as like So how many points is that now?
2.5 to potentially 2.5.
Yeah, that's
really,
moved 4 points.
Yeah.
Where we're at now, but that's not like a 7-point to an 11-point move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I still think it's a safe bet at them anything under 3 points. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, even if he does play, like that's what I said. It's a bold prediction that he doesn't play. Even if he does play, though, his mobility is going to be lacking. That's what makes Mahomes great, is the out of the pocket.
Yeah, he's not that good of a
pocket passer.
Quarterback, you know.
Well, you're going out on a limb there.
I mean, you wouldn't say, "Hey, kid,
saying.
You want to be a quarterback? Watch Patrick Mahomes play and then try to do that." You wouldn't say, but if you would show Joe Burrow, look how he moved. Anybody, you don't have to be that athletic to maneuver through the pocket like this. It's like,
yeah, I'd agree with that. You don't want people to start emulating no-look passes and this crazy shit that he's able to do, because not everybody's able to do what he is.
And now he's not going to be able to do it.
Yeah. So
who is he now? Nobody.
Oh God.
It's a slam dunk.
Relax.
I don't like you saying that.
Dude.
I don't like you saying that.
No, one thing that stood out to me was Cincinnati's ability to get home rushing just 3 and 4, and then their blitz packages. They were confusing the fuck out of Josh Allen with the blitz packages. The coffee's kicking in. If they can do that again, I mean, it's not like the offensive line for KC is this stout offensive line. It's not like it's this incredible thing. I understand it got better from when they were in the Super Bowl against Tampa, but if Hendrickson and what's his fucking name? Drawing a blank.
Hubbard
and Chuba Hubbard. If they can start getting home, and I mean, if you can't move, if his mobility's affected, which I don't see how it wouldn't be, they're gonna have to doctor the shit out of his ankle for him to even be able to play, let alone run around.
Yeah.
I don't see it. And then you're one hit away. You're one hit away on that ankle from done.
Oh, they're gonna be attacking it.
And they're also, yeah, you have to. Fucking Remy Adele, that shit.
Yeah.
But also, too, yeah, it's going to be a lot of quick passes, stop the run, and then it's going to be quick slants. He's going to be getting the ball out fast. I feel like it hinders what they want to do. They're still very good. They still have weapons. Travis Kelce's best tight end in football. I understand Pacheco's running the ball well. I just feel like it just puts a handcuff on them against a team that has had their number since Burrow's been in the league. How do you take the Chiefs in this one? How do you feel comfortable taking Kansas City? You know what I mean? Just because they're at home?
I guess you believe in the coaching and the scheming with Andy Reid. I mean, he's a great coach. He may be able to work around this, but
I think Zach Taylor's a great coach.
He is. No, Zach Taylor's a good coach too, but I don't know if you worry about it, but you keep it in mind that he knows that Patrick Mahomes isn't going to be as mobile, and that's how they operate their offense. So they got to come up with a different game plan, obviously, right?
So I look at it, for one, who has the better defense?
Right now, the Bengals.
Well, what do you mean right now? I think just in general.
Yeah.
They're just a better defense, and they know that Patrick Mahomes isn't mobile.
Right.
So that Andy Reid obviously knows it too.
Yeah.
But it's not him knowing that doesn't benefit him more. That benefits Cincinnati more. They know he's not mobile. They know, okay, he's not going to be able to do this and that. He's only going to be able to rely on this, so we're going to stop that. Like,
but I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if you see like some genius of Andy Reid in this game.
I feel like you may see that on the first 2 scripted drives.
Maybe,
and
so,
then
yeah.
it's like, then where do you go? Because they're going to make
Right.
adjustments on the fly.
You got to adjust in a football game.
It handcuffs him. It just it handcuffs. Not only does it handcuff him, it handcuffs his greatest asset.
Yeah.
The best thing he does is.
I mean, you saw it last week.
Yeah.
Against the Jags.
Yeah. Granted, he fucking.
They're gonna
did not
cover
do
Kelsey,
bad. You're gonna have
unlike the Jags.
to. Yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand how people still let him beat him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, bro, if there's one player you want to cover, it's that guy.
I saw something that I think someone said like the Bengals are like the best in the league against tight ends.
Well, they have very
Covering
good. They
tight
have
ends.
really good fast linebackers.
Right.
Even Jermaine Pratt is a fucking quick linebacker. But then you have to say you put Von Bell on him. Von Bell was always.
Yeah.
I think no, it was Kenny Vaccaro who got exposed by Gronk in 2016. Still have nightmares about that. But Von Bell was able to cover tight ends. You could bring Bates can also cover tight. They have a really good defense. Jesse Bates is like probably
just
one of the best safeties in football.
They have everything going for them.
And that's why
I like Mike Hilton.
They have all
Yeah.
the juice, dude. It's like, what are they gonna do in the beginning? Try to set up some screens.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, dude,
They
Bengals
also
are gonna be coming downhill,
Yeah.
eating that shit
yeah,
up.
you would think
They also
prep for
feel
that.
disrespected too with how everything played out and the coin toss and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
selling tickets to the game that never is going to happen.
Right.
So they have that chip on their shoulder. Joe Burrow has always had that chip on his shoulder just because getting passed over for Haskins, rest in peace, at Ohio State.
Hey, I saw somebody tweet some stupid shit
What?
saying that Ohio State.
Breeds quarterbacks or something?
No, saying some shit like the decision to go with Haskins over Burrow was the right
move.
decision.
Yeah, how do you figure? Because he's the greatest college football quarterback. If you want to call it for one season, call it whatever you want. but
They
it
were
was the
trying to
best
say,
of
well,
all-
look at this, because
he threw for
Haskins
50
didn't play for the.
touchdowns.
Yeah, he didn't. He played only one season after that, where Burrow played for 2. But
Yeah.
they're like saying, look at the stats of that season, and it's like, yeah, well,
Yeah, what do you have
look
to show for it?
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly.
Nothing. Got fucking the greatest college football season of all time. Yeah, people are dumb. People are just. I've learned to try to accept that a little bit more. That people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No,
It's crazy because
people
everybody
like to
talks.
come up with something that's like not popular. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, for
think-
clicks.
Oh, this might be right.
Yeah, yeah, or this will get people
Yeah.
talking about it.
That's kind of what conflicts me here in this game. It's like something wants me to take the Chiefs, but
well, this
like
is
everything we've talked about. It's obvious the Bengals is the right play. Like it feels like the Bengals are the better team right now, the better defense, better offense. Why not take the Bengals in this game? That's what makes me like.
Yeah, I mean, I
ugh.
get what you're saying.
Let me not go
a
with
lot
what's
of, A lot
popular.
of times, what you don't think is a lot of times what's right there and is easy. You're like, but it's too easy. But sometimes it's just fucking easy. Sometimes the public's right. Sometimes it's a slam dunk play. And it's like the Chiefs might come out, they might march down and score a touchdown, and Mahomes will be out there fucking, they're feeling good. But that's the thing. There's just more liability with taking the Chiefs too, because one hit, and he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bengals have every way you look at it, in my opinion. The Bengals have the better defense. The Bengals have the better rushing attack. They have the better receivers. They have the better quarterback in this one. When you want to add in, if you want to make a debate between Burrow and Mahomes, whatever. But when you add in that he's hindered and he's hurt, what do the Chiefs have better? Maybe a better kicker, probably not even, and then a better tight end. Outside of that, offensive lines are a toss up.
You really can't say better kicker though. McPherson is.
That's what I said. Probably not even.
Yeah.
So it's like, where is the advantage for Kansas City? Mahomes has never beaten Burrow. That's not just a fluke. He marched in there last year and I'm just lit it up. So
Yeah, and there's nobody in the Chiefs secondary that can hold any of the Bengals receivers.
all
Like,
it comes the
they should
only
be
way
open all
the
game
only
long.
way that I see the Chiefs hanging in is if Chris Jones just wrecks the game
Right.
and the offensive line just can't protect Burrow. If they give him a little bit of time, I don't see the path to victory for Kansas City here with a hurt Mahomes.
Yeah.
So,
That was their only chance.
yeah. So Bengals are your lock? All right. So what are you taking?
Bengals. I'm gonna go with what I think is the right thing to do.
Well, it's remarkable how good they are just against the spread. They cover every fucking game.
And it's just, dude, they got Joe Burrow, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
Hayden Hurst contributes. That's another weapon. So, yeah, we talk about, like, obviously Kelsey's better, but Hayden Hurst is not a bad tight end.
Oh, no.
No, Hayden Hurst is a good
He
tight
made a
end.
great fucking play. I think it might even been on third down where he
hurdle?
hurdled the dude for the first.
Oh, yeah, that was excellent.
Like, it's just one of these things where it's like, I kept waiting for the Bills to get back in the game last week. And then he threw that touchdown to Hayden Hurst. And when he did that, that's when I was like,
That was beautiful.
I'm like, they're going to end up settling for a fucking field goal here. There's been so many times where I'm like, oh, God, here it comes. And then they just march down and fucking score a touchdown. And it's like, what? You can't fuck with this team.
When is it coming?
Yeah, I mean, even at halftime, it was like, you asked me what were my thoughts. I'm like, I don't really think that with the weather the way it was, that Cincinnati was going to be able to.
But the Bills marched down and got a field goal, right?
Yeah.
And then
made a 7-point game.
And then I think Cincinnati came right back.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, then they stopped them and then
But the Bills tried to start running it, which was what I thought they would have to do to get back in it. But
they didn't score in the second half, correct?
Buffalo, they scored a field goal.
Yeah,
they did.
The first drive, because we talked about it, and that's what we said. If they come out and score, to open this drive, then it's a new game. I think that put them down.
7.
It was put them down
10.
a field goal. So then I want to say, let's see,
and then 2 unanswered.
Yeah, immediately right back, 12-play, 75-yard touchdown drive.
Right,
took 7 minutes off the clock, and then you force a 3-and-out right behind it. You get a field goal. Then you force a turnover on downs, punt, interception, game over. It's going to be. We have 2 very good games. All eyes are going to be on Mahomes with his injury and what's going to happen there and blah, blah, blah. If Joe Burrow marches in there and beats him, I don't even give a fuck if he's hurt. That's your face of the league. That's your face of the league. And especially if he goes to the Super Bowl and pulls out a win.
Yeah, I mean.
Best quarterback in football.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like.
Burrow's going to win more Super Bowls than Mahomes.
I wouldn't say you're wrong there. What are the plus money odds on? So you're getting plus 105 with KC. If I was smart, I would probably hedge. But I don't really hedge. For better or for worse, I should have hedged with I should have fucking hedged with the Phillies. There was something else I should have hedged with too. Last year, I had a ticket on the Bengals last year. Didn't hedge. But I made a good bit on them covering. But yeah.
All right, wow.
What?
15-3.
Getting shit on. So yeah, I'm sitting on my 28-1. I had people messaging me on Instagram, "Are you going to hedge?" Not fucking hedging. I gotta hope.
Yeah, no, I'm against, especially odds that long.
Yeah,
you don't hedge that shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, we just got to get there. We just got to get there. Well, it's going to make the Super Bowl so much more exciting. Because then if the Chiefs get there, then we got to hear about Mahomes and his injury, and he's going in hobbled potentially, and understand he'll have 2 weeks, but that'll be the storyline, and we'll have to fucking hear about that all 2 weeks of the media bullshit, and then that'll be his excuse if they don't win. Just let's let the Bengals go, and we can it's the next best thing from the Saints.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
It just makes it more exciting, gives you more to root for, you have more of a vested interest, and I could win a lot of money. So, all right. So, we're on the same all across?
All games, yep.
All right. We're taking the Eagles minus 2.5 at home, and we are taking Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals minus 1.5 on the road. 2 games, a lot riding on it. I'm nervous, but you don't seem to be. And you said you weren't nervous last week, and you went 3-1, and that followed up a 5-1 week prior. So you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I am 7-3 in the playoffs. Yeah. You're 8-2. What are you? No comment.
I don't know. I don't know.
No. Well, what? You went 2-4 and 2-2. So you're 4-6.
Oh yeah. Wait, it's only been 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah. Wild card round, divisional round. Now we're on the conference championships. All right. that is our best bets of the week. That is our locks of the week. We'll see if we can keep the momentum rolling. Got anything to say before we go?
Adios.
Go Joe.
Ranchero.
Big Easy Bets, episode 143 in the books. Make sure you subscribe wherever you listen, in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Doesn't matter. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to be generous, go ahead and leave a 5-star rating because you got no reason not to, because we're handing out winners. And then for all of our college basketball plays, I'm going to have some coming out ready to roll tomorrow. Got to go to the YouTube page, Big Easy Bets TV. All right, y'all have a good one. Who dat?
The house always wins. Play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house. Been practicing this speech a little bit. Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed.
That was good. I liked it.